If you always respond to thank you like this,
Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you.
then you're doing it wrong. Only Dwayne Johnson can get away with that. In order to actually sound like a native speaker, you need to know all the expressions I will be teaching you in this video. First, let's start with how to say you're welcome the right way in formal situations. I'm happy to be of assistance. Happy to be of service. You might notice that with both of these expressions that replace you're welcome, it implies that some sort of service has been performed. That's because you'll most commonly hear these expressions used in places like restaurants, banks, public buildings, and other places where people are performing a specific job. The best way to explain these next four expressions is that they're, well, semi-formal, I guess you could say. They are used frequently in both formal and informal situations. They aren't necessarily one or the other. They're in between. Let's check them out. My pleasure. Happy to help. I'm glad to help. I'm sure you'd do the same for me. Now, let's go on to all of the informal ways to say you're welcome in English. It was nothing. No problem.
Bye, sweetie.
I'll watch the kids, no problem.
It's no trouble. Anytime. Sure. Sure thing.
All right, Abby, can you poof this off me now?
Oh, yeah, sure thing, John.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm really sorry for wasting your time.
Don't worry about it. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't mention it.
Thanks for that.
Don't mention it.
No big deal. You might notice that these are much shorter and perhaps more commonly used in everyday situations, such as helping someone cross the street, helping a friend with a project, and other situations like that. Don't worry too much about knowing which expressions are more formal and informal, because nowadays formal and informal English is becoming a lot less different. If you can think of other expressions used to say you're welcome, be sure to keep a list of them and then start practicing them frequently. I'm not lying, this really does help you sound a lot more native when you're speaking English. One great place I have found to do this and practice noticing these expressions used in real life situations is through Fluent U. This is because Fluent U uses real-world content to teach English, like movies, music videos, TV shows, ads, commercials, TED Talks, inspiring speeches. Fluent U has them all. To see this used in action, you can press on the link in the description for 2 weeks absolutely free. Check it out and come back here and tell me if it worked for you or not. Now, let's talk about the phrase "you're welcome" for a minute here. It's the classic way to respond to thank you in English. And people still do use this expression, but a lot of the other terms that I mentioned in this video are way more common and used nowadays. But it's still important to know in which circumstances we still frequently use "you're welcome," so that you won't be surprised when it comes up. So, let's go over 4 situations where you do use "you're welcome." Situation number 1. Responding to thank you. This is the least likely situation we use "you're welcome" in nowadays, but it's still important to mention. In its simplest form, "you're welcome" is used as a polite way to respond to someone when they've thanked you for helping them or complimenting them.
Well, thank you, Jack. You're welcome. Not you, we named the monkey Jack.
As you can see, this is a type of acknowledgement to let the other person know that you have accepted their thank you, as weird as that sounds. Situation 2. Rudely remind someone that they didn't thank you. Sometimes you'll hear "you're welcome" when nobody says thank you. This is a way to remind someone that they need to thank you or make fun of them for forgetting. But be careful. This is something that should only be used among family and friends, or else it comes across as very rude.
Well, I just saved our lives. Yeah, you're welcome.
The intonation in this context will be a bit different with a heavier emphasis on the welcome part. And like I said earlier, you should only use this with friends and family. Don't use this with your boss. That would just be bad. So just take my word for it. Just use it with your friends and family.
So George, while everyone else here is here to thank you, turns out...
Yeah, we're here to say 2 other words. You're welcome.
Situation number 3, inviting someone to do something. You're welcome can also be used as a polite invitation. Surprising, huh? But this is a great way to invite somebody to do something without sounding too demanding or with added social pressure.
Fighting newborns requires knowledge that Jasper has. You're welcome to join us.
For example, maybe you're about to go on vacation and you won't be using your car, and you know that your friend's car stopped working. So you can politely invite them to use your car while you're gone by saying, "You are welcome to use my car while we're gone on vacation." This is also a very common sentence you can hear when you're at a friend's place and you weren't planning on staying for dinner, but your friend's parents invite you to stay for dinner. They'll usually say something like, "You're welcome to stay for dinner if you like." I have heard this countless times growing up. This usage of "you're welcome" is very common.
Don't just dismiss me, I'm not done.
Yeah, we're done. You're welcome to stay and watch.
Situation number 4. Bragging about something that you did. Sometimes it's not uncommon to hear people using "you're welcome" when they're bragging about an accomplishment or an achievement. Once again, you should not use "you're welcome" this way unless you are talking to close friends and family. Take a look at this clip from Moana where Dwayne Johnson sings the song "You're Welcome." Because he's a demigod and created the ocean and the sun, he proudly sings, "What can I say except you're welcome?" Except he sings it way better than me, so.
What can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demigod.
Let's take a look at another example.
I think we're done is the point that he's making. I don't think there's any reason I can...
Point is, you're welcome, I guess. Because I'm your nuclear deterrent.
It's often used in a situation that isn't serious and can actually be quite funny if done correctly, like in Moana. If you want to review all of the expressions that I mentioned in this video, be sure to download the free Fluent U PDF in the description box down below. This PDF also covers other information that I didn't even mention in this video, so check it out. And if you want more authentic content that's going to help you sound more native and fluent in English, you've got to check on this video right over there. It is packed full of information and I think you'll really enjoy it. We'll see you over there.